Hey guys, today I'm gonna actually do a story time. Um, yeah, this actually did happen to me. Like when I was growing up, uh, I found this website. Yeah, it was one of the best damn things I could have come across. But I was trolling for a very long time, and I didn't give two shits. To me, it was all fun and games. But then over the years, it hit me. I getting bored of just trolling people, and I found out that you could RP on there, and you could have like RP families. You could RP a witch, an elf, and so on. Well, I started this back in 2008 originally. A lot sooner, because I remember the gothic stages were really crappy. I remember all that. I'm a vet. I am you. Um, view. My first account was trolling. Everything was trolling, but when I got down to the one I have now, changed. And by how I mean everything changed is I started to get more creative. By creative, I mean I was getting into the RP more and more and more until in my high school, completely obsessing with it. And it was suffering for my grades, and it showed. But I didn't care. I had an RP family, which I love dearly. How I got that said RP family was actually very weird and strange. Um, I had this friend named Alex. His mom and his aunt were the empresses or whatever they were. Because right now I can't think of what they were. I met them, but they were high grand empresses and high empresses. Let's just go with that. um, when I first met Alex, I was with a pink furry named Kibra or Kibra. Kiba something? I don't know. I can't remember the frick his name was. No, important. Oh, so he's a really big picture in the story. Not much was used for remembering. I went with him to meet his mom and his family, and I met them. I was scared, shitless, but something possessed me to be scared out of my life out of these women. And I'm like, why am I so scared of them? After a few minutes, my guard lowered because his mom was all sweet and nice. His aunt really scared the of me. I'm not gonna lie. I was ready to fucking hit the fucking deck, like run out of the fucking room type shit. Um, then I stay around days. they asked me if I would do a trial basis with their family. I'm like, yeah, sure. Why not? I have a family. Well, no, I am at the time I didn't. And so I joined them, and weeks went by. Drama split out. Alex basically was trying to sleep with his mother, which terms it was against the family's rules. Like in this family, you had to obey like it was a law, and I liked it. I did. I loved it. Though what I didn't like in the family stuff at the beginning was I was lost. Like I was getting myself into. I wasn't close to anyone in the beginning, but as time went on, I started getting closer and closer to the aunt. Funny, right? That's what I thought. But honestly, she was like the sweetest person ever. And once Alex's mom, Kalina, once she due to real life reasons, it was a sad because she actually had her own funeral. I was there. Sienna was there. And some other person I don't even and it was weird. Like, I'm not gonna lie, because I've never been something like that, but the emotions were so real. It was like a death in your family, in a real life family. I was in my room bawling my eyes out, crying like a freaking maniac. My real life parents were yelling at me to stop crying. I'm like, I can't. I just can't. The feels are so real. I can't stop crying. And for about 5 days later, me, which eventually over time became my RP mother. For about 5 years, she was my mom. She was one of the best RP moms I could ever ask for. She's a great woman. We did have our fights. We did have like regular relationships with actual like mother-daughter type shit. And it was good to have someone like her. As of now, she's actually not on or in roleplay anymore, which I a like a glass stone for them, for her sister, and all them. And it sucked. It did. After a while being there, I went to my friend who was my aunt at the time. Remy, and I asked her, I was like, hey, can you be my mom for me, for us and stuff, and because I loved having, and I still do, I can go to, talk to, and just basically tell them what's going on when I know shit could hit the fan very quickly. She did that for a long while, but with her life getting more chaotic, she wasn't on much. And I tried to work around it. I did. And so we tried really hard, but so I have found someone outside the RP family that I was in. Her name was Rhea. This woman was an amazing woman. She was so sweet, so innocent, and so kind, and I'm like, oh my god, she's too perfect. But then I found out what she was into, and I did not need to know this. This is not PG-13. She was into the lifestyle, which I'm not bashing her for liking that or anything like that, but I did not need to know that type of stuff, and it's okay. I'm not mad at her for it or anything. Over the time that I knew her, she was very, very, very sweet. Like, she was like one of the loveliest women ever. She actually looked like my grandmother if she was younger. And I loved that. Hey, grandma, you have a twin, a younger twin. And my grandmother, she cracked up about that so much. I even showed my grandmother her because we were friends on Facebook. And she went missing for a while. I found out she was in the hospital. She had stage 4 cancer. That day that she died, the world lost an amazing woman, a mother, a daughter, a teacher, everything. And I feel really bad, not only for her own family, but for her daughter. To think of losing your own mother is horrible. Okay, aside from the article or life or character life, I literally almost lost my mother because she had heart failure and she was too stubborn to actually go get help until it was really critical. She spent 21 days in the ER or in critical condition, and I think it's SRC or something like that. I can't remember it, but was basically putting herself through more health and more through more because she didn't want her family to suffer. My mother was stubborn, and I honestly think that she needed to get help. I knew she needed it, but she refused. Until one day she told my dad that she needed to go to the hospital. My dad, my whole family had a mental breakdown. And to this day, I will freak out if she has chest pains. I don't want her to see that. Like, I will bottle up my emotions a lot around her. But when I'm alone or with people I trust, I will cry. I was crying to my one friend Cameron before like when I was something stupid my mom did, and it was stupid. But another death that happened was Cameron. My friend, who I never got to meet in person, she was an internet friend. We had each other's email addresses as kids, and we emailed each other back. She passed away. She was hit by a car. Something I say. I really, really wish I could have met her. But I guess I won't. back to the RP family lifestyle story. After I passed away, I left that whole RP family daughter with me because I felt there was no reason why we should be there. But she still connected with that family for so long. Yeah, I think she isn't anymore. Um, within the Windsor family, the first family with Callie and Sienna, I met a lot of people that were cousins, aunts and uncles, like badasses. They were my aunt and uncle, and they were amazing people. I think that if anyone were to meet them, they would be like, they're really cool Southern people, which they are. Um, Now, here's a little story which happened. I found my actual husband or fiance, whichever you prefer terms you prefer, because we're not technically married yet, on IMVU. At the time, he was living in Las Vegas. You guessed it. Well, I was stuck all the way in Ohio. Go figure. The cold state. and after a while, me and him were talking. We started talking about IMVU for like a long time. Then we moved it to Kick. And then the texting, no. Then to Skype, then to texting, and then to Facebook, and then one day for Anthrocon, that was a furry convention, the very first furry convention I've ever gone to. And that same year, I broke my thumb, or chipped a bone in my thumb, and it sucked. I hit my thumb really hard and chipped it. I don't know how the fuck I managed that, but I did. And so I gotta say, the more I look at something, the more I can't believe I'm saying this, but shit, and you gotta go with it. Like, okay, another story time. Growing up in RPYs, I was Mink. Then I changed my name to Alaria, which I should have kept that name. I really should have. Then I changed it. No, I changed it from Mink to Amber, to Alaria, to Isiana, to Isabella, tomorrow. No. It's from Isabella. No, it was Morgan, Isabella, Morrow, Lady Isa, then Isiana, and then gone back to my character's, my first sentence name, Whisper. In that RP family, I went with different names because I couldn't figure out which one fitted me. And after so long, I was like, well, I like the name Whisper. I loved the name Whisper back then, and it was long. With our last names, it was too long. So I was picking short names. I really miss the family in IMVU, but with life, I've learned a few things. The internet isn't going anywhere. On the other hand, it will take you much farther. And personally, the real life over the internet. And I think now, question time. My question for you guys is two things. What topic should I cover tomorrow? And what do you think is going to happen in this contest I'm holding? The species is already being made up as we speak. It is in production. So if you're the lucky winner, you and it's a rough sheet of that said character. So another things, guys. The fox is out, and stay safe. Bye.